Jiare, the name that echoed in the woods of Jonesboro, Georgia. A group of 5 or 6 people clad in light jackets and wearing worrisome expressions were stepping deeper into the woods while calling for their loved one. Sunlight was shining on them, and a light breeze was touching their faces, making them hopeful of finding their friend or family member who had been missing for 11 days. One of them had a phone with Google Maps open on it. "Found the car." The man's excited voice pierced through the chilling silence of Clayton's woods. The group rushed towards a tree where a silver SUV had crashed. A woman from the group peeked inside the car and discovered the remains of a tall man. A cry erupted from her mouth as others gasped in shock. Amidst crying and wailing over the loss of a caring father, an aspiring social media influencer, they dialed the number for the Forest Green Police.
Police confirmed the body of 31-year-old Jiare Schneider was discovered in a wooded area off of Brown Road in Jonesboro this afternoon. That's where we find Fox 5's Joy Dukes.
At 27, Jiare began his journey of becoming a social media influencer by posting on Instagram. With the heart of an artist, he dreamed of building a social media brand. But time constraints and family commitment often got in the way. He posted 1 or 2 videos, but eventually stopped. However, in late 2023, the 30-year-old Jiare decided to transform his life. He made social media his passion and committed to pursue his journey to fame. With renewed determination, he picked up his phone and created an account on TikTok under the name Big Homie Too Tall. His unique social media name reflected his personality, his remarkable height. Moreover, his content showcased his homie personality. Jiare deeply loved his family, especially his 5-year-old son. His videos often revolved around moments with friends, capturing scenes of parties and joyful gatherings.
From his start, real better them. Cause them no know when we are buy 3 sardines and 1 pound of rice from shop. And them no know.
By the way, people were quite amused at the video of his grandmother's 85th birthday. It was worth praising how much time and energy he dedicated to his family. Alongside his warmth, Jiare was well known among his fans for his humorous personality. His funny videos, while modest in views compared to other content, still managed to entertain and resonate with his audience. People also used to admire his love for music.
Yo, big homie too tall and next one, I don't know time.
The modest following and their positive responses boosted Jiare's energy and his wish to become a famous social media personality. For this, he became a part of Content House. For those who don't know about it, the house is a shared space for influencers and marketers. They use this house to create professional social media content. He was visiting content houses, engaging with his followers, giving time to his friends, and struggling to be a great father to his 6-year-old son. Jiare Schneider was around 25 when Nolan came into his life. The newborn baby became the center of this tall, homey man with everything blurred in the background. With the joyful news of the birth of his son came the devastating news as well. Nolan was suffering from DiGeorge syndrome, a rare chromosome disorder. This condition occurs when a part of chromosome 22 is missing. As a result, many parts of the body develop poorly, and the immune system becomes too weak to fight infections. Children with this syndrome may face heart diseases, developmental delays, and other health challenges. Over time, they may also experience learning and behavioral difficulties. Without proper care, the disorder can become life-threatening, requiring parents to actively address their child's unique needs and problems. Perhaps this is why Jiare stepped back from his social media aspiration in 2018. He made it his mission to care for his son and protect Nolan from the effects of DiGeorge syndrome.
From us, and you finally made a way for us. I say, dear God, I thank you for.
Gradually, Nolan started relying on his father. They were buddies and used to spend quality time with each other.
No struggle feel. I mean, no one of the boost
Fans loved this duo and praised Jiare for his commitment to fatherhood. While pursuing music, Jiare would sometimes leave his son in the care of his sister, Jasnique Oliver, and other family members to travel and perform in other cities. Even when he was away, Jiare made it a habit to call his son daily, apart from November 16th. That one day he didn't call his son, which alarmed his family, and marked the beginning of a painful journey that led to the discovery of Jiare Schneider's lifeless body. It was a chilly night in Jonesboro, Georgia, when Jiare kissed goodbye to his son Noland. Singing to himself and quite excited for the night out, he rushed out of the house to sit in the 2000 silver Toyota 4Runner. He borrowed this car from one of his friends to spend the weekend night at Rumor's Adult Entertainment Club. He had quite an eventful and happy night at the club as he was fond of nightlife, prominent in a lot of his content. Until around 4 a.m., he remained in the adult club enjoying the time of his life. Afterwards, he drove away from the club, presumably headed towards home. On his way back home, he briefly stopped at the content house, likely to film what would become the final TikTok video of his life. After spending only a short time there, he drove away. Nolan was becoming cranky because his father hadn't called him all day. It was unusual for Jiare to miss their daily calls, and the young boy was growing increasingly upset about it. Jasnique Oliver, along with other family members, also found it quite strange. They dialed the number of Jiare only to find it unreachable. This raised some alarms, but they forgot about it, thinking he might just be busy. But hell broke loose when Oliver got the call from one of Jirare's friends on Saturday night. He hadn't returned the borrowed SUV of his friend who was missing. This caused panic within the family, and they fled out of town to look for him. They searched around the content house and at the club. There they learned that Jiare had been missing since he left the content house. Oliver and his friends swiftly contacted the Forest Park City Police. The police department initiated the search party, and Jirare's friends and family spread the news on social media. They made a missing persons poster where they tell people he was wearing black pants and a black sweater. The police weren't very active in the search, believing he was just too drunk and would be back home later. They believed the family was panicking uselessly, but Jirare's loved ones knew he was in danger. They spent the whole weekend searching for him around the content house and the club. They even appealed to his social media fans to come forward and help them in the search. Soon, the loyal fans of Jiare gathered to look for him. After this news, his TikTok accounts flooded with comments. People were showing concern for his well-being, getting upset at his disappearance while praying for his safe return. A few people believed that Jiare disappeared on his own to get fame and views on TikTok. Alas, they didn't realize that he had already met his tragic end the moment he stepped out of the content house. The Forest Park City Police collaborated with Clayton Police to find Jiare. They were deploying search parties to locate him. However, each effort ended without success. This left family and friends of Jiare frustrated and angry. They felt that the police weren't doing enough for Jiare. So, they didn't stop in their search parties. Throughout their search, efforts were focused around the content house. However, on November 25th, they decided to explore a construction site in the woods off Brown Road, a location they had previously avoided due to construction constraints. As soon as they stepped in that part, they found the crashed SUV. Inside, they found Jirare's lifeless body. After confirming his death, the Clayton Investigation Department began looking into the case, which is still ongoing. Police believe that it was the case of a fast-speeding intersection that led to an accident. However, the family suspects it could be foul play. Let's see what the final findings were. Needless to say, Jirare's family, his son, and the fans are heartbroken at this death. Police shared their condolences with the devastated family. The fans have also showered the family with love in the comments section. Everyone is majorly concerned for the son of this humble influencer and praying for his soul. And that's all I have for you about the death of Jiare Schneider. If we find out any other details, we'll share them with you. For this, subscribe to get timely updates.